It is a weird time. Like, it's hot to be a victim right now. You ever see people out, like, victim each other on the internet? Like, the other day, someone goes, I think I would know because I'm gay, and this other person goes, I know a little better because I'm trans. I just want someone else to be like, well, I'm First Nations disabled trans. Internet explodes. We found our victim of the year. The ultimate in oppression. And so, like, hey, I do TV stuff, and I was pitching this like show about guys in bands at this network, and then guy at the network's like, is there any way we're trying to do stuff with refugees because refugees are hot right now? And I was like, what? And he goes, can we put refugees in this show? And I'm like, I'm not adding a bunch of refugees to this band. What are you talking about? I came to this country to rock! Like, their new band, we're the Refugees. Our new hit song, Staying Alive. I am actually transitioning. Someone's like, which way? Okay, no, it's a new thing. Girls bring me home. They're like, where's your dick? I'm like, check your pocket. I'm a transgition. It's a new thing. You guys will get there in 2018. Are you guys ready to go to war or no? It does feel like right now, every day you turn on the news and it's just like, Trump wants to take over Jupiter. Bad news for Jupiter. Feels like he just spins a wheel with a color like green, Greenland. Yellow, Kim Jong-un. Let's go. Brown, London. You're up. Or Iran, which actually the other day I was talking about Iran and my friend, she was like, it's actually pronounced Iran. And I'm like, I think that country's got bigger problems right now. You don't always have to correct pronunciation. If your girl comes in and she goes, you gave me chlamydia. Not the time, you know, just let it go, I think. I love that Trump said no one gives him enough credit for all the wars that he prevented, which is kind of like a guy telling his girlfriend she doesn't give him any credit for all the women he didn't fuck. You're like, the girl at Starbucks wanted it, I didn't fuck her. Walking home girl was giving me eyes, pretty sure could have tapped that too, you know? I actually think I could have cracked your mom too, now that I think about it. Everyone, you have no idea how often I choose not to tear this family apart. Moment. A lot of his threats haven't been working. He was like, you guys better not clog up the strait. And then like a couple days later, he's like, well, you better not do it twice, because then we're going to have real problems. And then after a while, when people still kind of weren't that on board with the war, he was like, did you hear the new Ayatollah is gay? More like the not Strait of Hormuz. If you guys don't know the story, so when the Ayatollah died, his son took over, and apparently he was gay, and he doesn't really want to be the Ayatollah at one point, which, if that's not a musical, I don't know what is. Just a guy and his dad wants him to be an Ayatollah, and he's just in his room listening to Chappelle Roan. His dad busts down the door, turn that shit off, you're supposed to be the Ayatollah. I don't want to be the Ayatollah. I want to go to Berlin and dance. And he's like, you're going to get a wife and you're going to beat her because that's what we do. And then you're going to be the Ayatollah. Dad, leave me alone. And he goes into his room and a mic drops down and he says, I'm just a kid. Life is a nightmare. Dear diary, my dad wants to be the Ayatollah, and all I want to do is dance. And then he still has to be the Ayatollah, and then Lindsey Graham comes to negotiate with him. And they lock eyes. He says, Lindsey, he says, Ayatollah, and he says, what are we doing? We shouldn't, but we must. then Lindsey Graham says, not the explosions I was expecting, but I'll take it. Oh my word. And then they sing a duet at the end. He says, it's just the Ayatollah and me. End scene. The Ayatollah's roommate. There is a lot of Republican senators that kind of get caught, doing gay stuff, which is hilarious. Well, they'll be like, I'm against people being gay, and then they, blah, it's hilarious. That is one of the only phobias that has that much of a difference, private, public. Like, there's no guy that's like, I'm arachnophobic, spiders should be illegal, gets back to his house, fucking spiders. No spiders in my house, there's my girl. Catch him in a sleazy motel room with underage spiders. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, but there's like a big crisis in New York because they kept shipping in migrants on buses, right? The governor of Texas is doing it, and he's in a wheelchair, which makes it like kind of more evil, And obviously in New York, we're like, cool, right? But we were bluffing a little bit, They were like, we're shipping you busloads of migrants. And we're like, good, I hope you do. And then after a few months, we're like, they're still coming, huh? That's kind of a lot. No, it's good for sure. No, we do want them. We were bluffing a little bit. It's kind of like if a dude was like, dude, I want to fuck the shit out of 10 girls. And then they were like, we have all 10 girls on their way to your house. You're like, all 10 right now, tonight. No, I will fuck them. No, I did. You're right. No, I did promise to fuck the shit out of all 10. That is, is 5 and 5 an option? No, it's 10 for sure. Okay, all at the same time. I think the best thing that dudes did politically, though, was convincing activist chicks, if you really care about the cause, you should pull your tits out of the rally. Good work, fellas. We're like, pull the tits out. And they're like, we don't want to. We're like, someone doesn't care about Palestine. As much as she claims to on the internet. Remember they used to have Girls Gone Wild? I feel like new Girls Gone Wild as they go to college campuses and they're like, ladies, pull your tits out. They're like, we don't want to. They go, they're fracking over there. They go, what the hell? Ladies, they're getting rid of maternity leave in Arkansas. They go, not if we can help it. Did I solve it? Yeah, it's solved. I feel like vegans are the most hated activist group. Vegans get so much shit. People will be like, fuck you, you're like the pedophile. They're like, behind him, there's a vegan. They're not well liked. And some of their stuff isn't even that crazy. They're like, we shouldn't boil lobsters alive. And we're like, we're boiling them. You're like, why? It tastes 1% better. I have a friend who's a chef, and he goes, well, the lobster can't really feel it. You look at the pan, the lobster's like, ah! That one can feel it a little bit. My favorite is just like the no accountability activism though. Like, so I don't know if you guys know the girls from Playboy, they have like this podcast where they drop these truth bombs and they'll be like, you guys might not realize this, but Hugh Hefner was a misogynist. And you're like, what the? Like, how long did you work there? 35 years. I guess a little bit girls can kind of talk shit about dudes on the internet and get us in trouble. But maybe that's payback for we used to get to call girls witches, just have you burned at the stake, you know? The good old... No, I'm just... And by the way, that would be the worst time to be a girl, because girls love witch stuff, right? Crystals, astrology, potions, candles, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Twilight, brooms. It's like all of your favorite things. They love it. Like, what's your astrology sign? You'd be dead for knowing that back in the day. Back in the day, a girl would be on a date like, oh, I should tell you the moon's actually in retrograde. And we'd be like, oh, crazy. You should actually tell the judge, bitch, because your burning starts at dusk. A terrible time to be a witch. Crystals are my favorite. There was a girl on tour, she was selling crystals, and she goes, these are finance crystals, they make you rich. And we're like, crazy, well, you actually have a whole bucket of them, and your job is right now selling rocks. So, are you kind of just not using them, sort of thing? It's like a homeless guy under a bridge, like, this is my owning a duplex, crystals. Why don't you own one? Can't get high in your own supply, brother. That's the first rule of crystals. I don't know if you guys remember, but Tom Brady, when he won the Super Bowl, his wife Giselle at the time said one of the reasons he won is because she has these protection crystals that keep him safe. To the point where he was doing interviews being like, when I won the Super Bowl, oh, I'm so sorry, babe, when we won the Super Bowl, and I feel like girls say they believe in protection crystals, but if a guy was like, listen, I don't have a condom, but the good news is I have this protection crystal. I won't be able to walk you home, but I put a protection crystal in your purse. And you are gonna want that, because some of the neighborhood guys also do crystal. So you're going to want that. And then Tom Brady's wife, she lost all her money in crypto too, and it was like, ladies, you don't get to be into girl crystals and guy crystals, you know what I mean? That's our crystal. Every guy puts 30% of his money in crypto, loses it, and that's how we close the wage gap. You're welcome. It does solve everything. Any crypto dudes here? Anyone lose money in crypto here? We're back a little bit though, right, boys? I feel like every guy's primed to just lose money on crypto and gambling. You know, like even fairy tales girls get versus guys. Girl fairy tales like Little Red Riding Hood, trust this wolf, and the moral of the story is don't trust strangers. Dude fairy tales, Jack and the Beanstalk. That is a cryptocurrency fairy tale. Jack's gonna put his money into this magic bean, but all the haters tell him not to. But Jack's not a pussy, so Jack don't listen to the FUD, and he apes the fuck in, and that beanstalk goes to the moon. What's up, you trying to be Jack, or you trying to be the bean, bitch? You're like, I'm Jack, I'm not a bean. She's chatty though, eh? Understand. You're 0 for 2, lady. So there's obviously like a bunch of harder stuff about being a girl, but you never have to get like a boner on a plane. That's one thing that you'll never have to do. Ever had that? A NARP?
No reason boner.
Oh, that's pretty funny. You should let him talk more. He's a good guy. I'm talking to him. You hear her? She goes, yeah, but he said it wrong. Yo, this guy probably doesn't even need glasses. She just made him put them on. The doctor's like, you actually have 20/20 vision. She goes, no, he doesn't. He's blind. Did she crush your dreams, dude? Oh, you think she's showing off, right? When she gets home, you're sort of in control. She goes back in her cage. Yeah. Anyone here do mushrooms? Yeah. Oh, you do? Have you ever had a bad trip? That would get a lot being on mushrooms, right? You're doing your bad trip wrong. You're tripping wrong. What happened when you had like a really bad trip?
I was over at the Congress Theater, and I started tripping real hard. Didn't know to speak or talk, so I was tripping my balls out.
Damn broke today, let's hurry up.
Yo, did you just trash talk his storytelling? This guy's life is just getting yelled at by chicks. And you know what's even funnier? She's being mean to him, and she was probably like, yeah, and then you started telling that story, and she's like, yeah, I get it. And like, she turned on you. What's your problem, lady?
It took too long.
Oh, that's rich. Girls think he's telling stories too long. Almost like we prefer a story with a point, huh? Yo, you want a drink or something? Yeah, what are you drinking? Can you get him a Stella? And do you want anything? Too bad. No, I'm just... I'm okay, thank you. When she comes back, blink if you actually need help. Okay, what are you showing me? Oh, 4 beer bottles? Oh, you're just saying if she keeps it up, you're gonna smash one of those on her. Wow, what do you guys, abortion crowd, love him or leave him? What are we thinking? Love him?
No.
Leave him?
Yeah. Cut it out.
Oh, yeah, cut the baby out. That's so funny, they let him choose and he pulls an Uncle Jesse and they misinterpret it. That's the worst way to protest an abortion. Cut it out! Cut it out! I'm making zero progress out here!
I am pro-life.
I got it. You got the gist of it by now. And you have like a cut it out, no abortion, just in the tiniest thing. St. George Presbytery. Do you have a check?
No, ex-wife.
Ex-wife? Kids?
No, thank God.
Yeah, this guy's so confused. He's like, I don't know. Yeah, what happened? You're like, no one should kill those kids. They are precious little angels. Do you have kids? They're sticky. Yeah, you can tell me, yeah.
My ex-wife, lovely liberal woman. She works in New York City.
Oh, it sounds like this bitch got an 8.5 trimester fucking. Yikes. This guy's fucking, hey, I got him a baseball glove. She's like, I also have some news.
Thank you.
Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah. She's a great person.
That was under duress, 100%. Great person.
Affluent family.
She comes from an affluent family, and you were trying to get a taste of that, huh? You were trying to get that paternity money, huh? Yeah, we're done with talking.
Didn't work out, bro.
That stinks, dude. Let's kill her. No. Kill her, kill her. Is there any women here that went with a male gyno, even though most of them are females now? Yeah, why'd you go with male gyno? Is that what he told you? They're all male? It's either me or you die. You're like, what about that one? It's just me. What do you mean they're all male? Oh, here they still got like a foothold. Okay, clap if you... The males are still holding it down here? The male gyno unions, like, these are our pussies, and we will not let... These females are gonna stay in our holes! Do you like the male gyno better than the female gynos? He's more gentle? What are the female gynos doing? Is it like a female cop situation where they got something to prove? Male guy that's gentle though. Sets the mood, does it smooth, plays some Usher beforehand. 7 o'clock on the dot. He's in male gyno town. This one's on the house. Your ex-husband took half your stuff? Goat. Legend. I want to shake his hand. Where is this man? I want to shake his hand. Why'd you get divorced?
He wouldn't get a job.
Oh, this guy kicks ass, dude. He's just sitting at home with the kid playing video games. What if I could, babe? How much you make a year? Or how much did you make a year? Quality rules. Hell yeah, brother! There was a rumor going around that there was an interesting guy. I swear to God, I was just thinking, I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, God. Like, oh, there he is. There he is. This has been happening all kind of stuff. How do you guys feel about it? Are you pumped or do you hate this guy? This is the thing about comedy. You have no idea. Like, this guy's gonna go home, text his girl, like, crushed all night. Right? Comedians loved it, audience loved it. I should have been fucking up there if you think about it. Hell yeah, brother! He's already repeating material like this. He was like, "Hell yeah, Chris, the first time." You know what, Mike? Like, me? Yes, get up. What do I do? That's pretty funny though. That they're like. Or you gotta get up and he's like flabbergasted. Yeah, brother. Alright, you gotta go and he's like, hey, before I leave, hell yeah, brother. What? That's the dude that's been like stealing from work for like fucking 10 years. And his boss is like, you gotta go. And he's like, me? Of all people! We live in a world where I can fucking steal $100 a day for the last 6 years. I guess I don't want to be here. I'm pretty sure his friends stayed too, which is even better. That's the best though, because when he left, he's like, alright guys, we don't need this club anyway. Like, yeah, we'll get you at all, brother. No, you're good. Hell yeah, brother, right? That's a fiasco. Is this girl, does he have a girlfriend at the table?
No.
Oh, that would have been incredible.
We've been trying to get away from him all night.
Really? How do you know him?
School, high school, way back. Friend of a friend.
He's got Jordan at the bar, though. They're real tight.
He got what?
No, they're not.
They're Jordan at the bar. Best friends.
The bar. I don't work here. Oh, yeah, that's so fucking. Oh no, are you trying to take the crown now? I was waiting for him to leave all night. She pulls out. You got Hell Yeah Brothers shirt on. Motherfucker's stealing my thunders. What's happening? The king is gone. The queen arises.
Did you really live your life if you didn't? Like.
Yo, you almost got through that sentence. The confidence to like not really know what you're gonna say, but that energy. Yo, you need to live your life. Live something wrong. Life's crazy. Did you figure out what you were gonna say?
He's not gonna come home with me at this point.
You're worse. Like it's not. It's a toss-up. I love how this conversation started with her being like, yeah, we don't associate with that fucking crazy guy. 2 minutes later, we're gone! You guys are perfect for each other. That's the perfect couple. Your marriage would be insane. Someone's like, does anyone have any objections? They're like, we fucking both have objections to our own. How long do you think is a good amount of time that people should have sex for?
7 minutes.
And how much do you charge for that? 7 minutes is actually a good answer. Spread out between 2 different sessions during the week. And then every guy comes back from trying to make a girl like the American military comes back from spreading democracy. Like, I think it might be a 20-year project, I think. Spreading democracy is really hard. And it's a lot like trying to make a girl come. You're like, I know this is going to cost me a lot of money, and Lindsey Graham's definitely going to be cheering me on in both situations. In both situations, I probably won't accomplish my objective, but I can promise you at the end of this, I will pull out and make a huge mess. That is a foreign policy joke, DC. That's never been tried before. What do you think's the most manly job to have?
Firefighter.
I will say my cousin's a firefighter, and if you ever hang out with firefighters, you realize they have a couple hot dudes holding it down, and then 17 fat dudes that passed the test 19 years ago. Send you the hot guys numbers? Okay, I'll try to do some ground research. I met this girl in Atlanta that's pretty down to suck you off. How big does it have to be for you, I mean, it can't be bigger than 6. That would just kill a woman. Are you crazy? What, saying that 6 is like a big dick? You crossed a fucking line! You want to talk shit about firefighters, that's one thing. But you want to say 6 is adequate for me? You think a 6-inch dick would make a dent in this Grand Canyon I call a pussy? I would call this a starter piece. This? No, this is just the appetizer. Mine's like the mic cord. It's really, really long, and it also coils up a little. But you can sort of bunch it up, and then you can sort of stick it in your mouth. I present my dick like that. You go, it's not hard. I go, it's the next best thing. You fold it enough times, starts feeling pretty hard.
Love language test.
What's the love language test? The love language test.
Tell me you're kidding.
Well, okay, does everyone else know that? Like, do you know what that is? Okay, so this is normal. Stop dictating what happens at my comedy show. Then she goes, all right, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Get the fuck out of here with that. No one's raising any hands. Just tell me what it is. All right, can a few people raise their hands? There we go. Some hands are raised now. So. No. You eyes over here, lady. Okay, what is the...
My name's Alex.
I'm losing interest in this love language thing.
First of all,
I'll tell you what my love language isn't, when a woman takes a really long time to get the point out. When I'm just following the story, and like, you're like, okay, who's that guy? And then that, you're like, so that guy wasn't even relevant that you talked about for an hour? You're like, what happened to Doug? You're like, he's not actually part of this story. You're like, why'd you bring him up? Then why were you talking about Doug? Okay. No! 10. No. This is blow. She's like, I'm way too hot for this, dude. Her mind's blown right now. These guys are on dates. They're not trying to fuck you. This guy's with his girlfriend right now. He's like, the hot girl. Now or never. Your powers are gone. They're on dates. These are people here with their wives and girlfriends. You got no power. Turns out we're moving on from the love language thing. So there's obviously hard parts about being a girl, but there's hard parts about being a guy too. We have to pretend we hate Andrew Tate. That's one. No, I'm just kidding, but it's fine. A lot of those guys will be like, every guy should have so much pussy and money, and you have to be there with your chick. Like, what an idiot. Like, no, he shouldn't. Stupid. I think they're better at making laws to help women, though, because when they do it for men, they just kind of do it the same. Like right now, there's a law. It's illegal to have sex with someone that's mentally retarded, right? Is that going to be a problem? Does someone need to make a phone call? Well, it's a good rule. It's so men don't take advantage of women. But do men really need that law made for us the other way around? I feel like a guy could be the most mentally retarded dude in the world in the Stephen Hawking's wheelchair, the whole thing. Yeah. And as a society, we're like, we know your life is really hard, but good news, we just passed a law that if a woman ever fucks you, we put her in jail for life. You're welcome. I feel like the most mentally retarded dude in the world would be like, I won't tell. Not a snitch. You can call me retarded. I'm retarded for that poontang. Stephen Hawking, opposite of mentally retarded. Snizhound. Isn't that crazy? When Stephen Hawking went to Epstein's Island, he was walking normal, and apparently that's how good it was. And when they asked him about it, he said, worth it. Isn't that crazy? It is funny that Stephen Hawking was getting so much pussy. Like, if you have a buddy that's like, man, no girls will fuck me, and Stephen Hawking just swimming in it, you know? What's your excuse? He was turning down women. By the way, I don't know if I could date a girl if she just got swerved by the hawk. Like if right before your girl goes up to Stephen Hawking, she goes, I don't care what anyone says, Stephen Hawking, you're so hot, I want to have sex with you, and he goes, gross. Beat it. Fugly bitch. And then you gotta like run into him at a party awkwardly. You're like, how do you two know each other? And Stephen Hawking's like, one man's trash is another man's treasure. As long as you like her, that's all that matters. Not a great impression. But on the topic of throats, I think as society, we all owe Michael Douglas a bit of an apology, because I don't know if you remember, a few years ago, Michael Douglas was like, one of the reasons I got throat cancer was from eating pussy. And everyone was like, shut up, Michael Douglas, that's not how you get throat cancer. And then a lot of doctors were like, it's one of the leading causes of throat cancer. And women still make you do it. That's how much of monsters they are. They want you to go down on them, even though they have a pack of smokes between their legs. A pack of Marlboro Red no filters between their thighs. In 10 years, you're gonna see commercials of just a guy on TV with a hole in his neck, like, I wish I never started. It was supposed to be 169. She wouldn't let me stop. Are you guys all pumped about the 6 female astronauts that went into space? Why are you booing? You don't think women should go to space? Or you're like, you have one of those old-fashioned opinions, like, oh, if women are in space, who's making dinner? Well, I'm not that type of comedian. Oh, what are you thinking? Oh, they probably tried to go to the moon and then they got lost because they can't read maps, ended up in that. You're looking at me probably thinking Jeff Bezos paid $500 million to get some peace and quiet. I'm not that type of comedian. By the way, is that not hilarious that like girls across the board didn't even like that flight because they came back and they were like, girl power, we went to space, and every girl's like, go f*** yourself. Like, shut up, Katy Perry, you know what I mean? I think you can't do girl power stuff when the economy's bad, you know? A little bit. When the economy's good, you're like, we did this for women. When the economy's bad, they're like, women went to space. They're like, no, you went for space. I can't pay my rent. Like, that's the vibe a little bit right now. Hey, I don't like it if guys are like, I did this for men. I'd be like, what the fuck? Or maybe if things are going good, you take that. Like if everyone had a fun night and you and your boys are like having a good night and he comes back and he's like, dude, I got laid tonight. Everyone would be like, nice, you know? But if everyone in the crew hasn't got pussy in 8 months, and then the one guy comes back like, I just had a threesome for us. He's like, smell my fingers, we got pussy. You'd be like, no, we didn't get pussy, you got pussy. And he's like, as a unit, men got some pussy. Don't try to bring me into this. And by the way, I'm a white dude. My identity I could never do that with. Like, you know, there's no way I could come back from a space flight and be like, another successful mission from the white man. Like, you know, we did it, boys, you know. White men on the come up, we did this. White men, everyone would be like, yo, I got tired of colonizing Earth. I just tried to give space a try. Like, you know, no one will be happy with that. The only way you could be pro-white, I think, is if you're the underdog. Like, you could never be like, oh, man went to space. Like, but if, like, every now and then, like, a white dude dunks on, like, a big black guy in the NBA, you could be like, the boys are back. Like, just like a little tiny bit. Every now and then, you could do... Also, I think we're at the stage of celebrities where it's kind of like we're just annoyed by them. I think, is that fair to say? Yeah, you put your, exactly, right? It kind of feels like it's like you've been dating for 10 years and they're like, everything they do is just annoying. You're like, why are you breathing like that kind of business? You know what I mean? Like, that's how, like, she came back from space, Katy Perry, and she goes, I was getting in touch with my divine femininity. If you were on first date trying to get pussy, you'd be like, you're so interesting, you know? if you're dating for 10 years and she comes back and she goes, you go, what did you do today? She goes, I got in touch with my divine femininity. You go, well, you were supposed to be in touch with the cable company. Like, you had one fucking job. And you sat around all day doing what exactly? Getting in touch with your divine femininity? What does that mean? Even Me Too shit. Like, if a girl you start dating, she's like, that guy looked at my tits. You're like, do I have to fight him? Where is he? Let's fucking go, you know? After a couple years, your girl's like, that guy looked at my tits. You're like, well, put a fucking bra on. How about that? Your nipples. I'm just, you know, if your girl's like, that guy looked at my tits, you're like, I mean, lady, what do you expect? They're out. They are out and about. Right, but first night, you'd be like, oh, what a crazy thing for a guy to do. Let me fight him. I guess I'm fighting your coworker now. How dare he look at your tits that are out and about. Even singing, right? Katy Perry was singing What a Wonderful World. If she came out first date, what a wonderful world, you wouldn't want to. You'd be like, you have the voice of an angel. You know? 10 years in, you're like, what are you, 4 years old? Stop singing. You're on the road lost. Like, took a wrong turn somewhere, and she's like, I see skies of blue. Like, shut up. Yeah, we're kind of done with influencers, period, I think. Just like, you know, you're allowed to be famous and rich and an influencer, but you don't also get to be like, I'm better than you, you know? Like Mr. Beast, he wants to be like a good guy now, and you're like, fuck right off, you know what I mean? You've seen it, he'll be like, I put 10 men in a pod, and if each of them can suck me off, if each man can suck me off to completion, they will be awarded their AIDS medication, eh? Everyone doesn't have to be an influencer. Dude, I've been talking about this on my podcast, but there's this woman, she's like a hot, like 22-year-old, and she's a plumber influencer, which is like hilarious, you know what I mean? Like, if you clog the toilet, you want a hot 22-year-old walking in, setting up a ring light, you're like, what are you doing? Sets up the cameras, comes in your face, like, oh, this guy did some damage tonight. Ooh, what'd you eat there, pal? This is a mess. Oh. No, you want a guy named Carl who stormed the Capitol. That's who you want. That's who you want. With a phone from World War II that he's playing Snake on. I mean, I don't think it's sexist. I think the same way as a woman. Like, if you went to get a pedicure, do you want Carl who stormed the Capitol? No, you want an Asian woman who's talking shit about you behind your back, right? You don't want Carl walking in like, all right, let's see the toes, you know? So anyways, that's why the girl power stuff's not working. Where are these people? Do you think their wives saw your girl's tits and they were just like, no, we're not. This is what you want me to come do? No, fuck off. We can't. They peeked in, they go right there, and she goes, not happening, Ted. Back in the car, Ted. Nice try. Did you guys see Barbie? Obviously, Barbie movie's a piece of shit, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, for chicks. But it is funny, like, I've seen a lot of dudes posting online being like, I didn't like this Barbie movie, and you're like, I hope not. Like, you know what I mean? I hope you didn't. I hope one of my buddies isn't coming out like cinematic masterpiece. Like Citizen Kane, then Barbie. Imagine Barbie was that. Your boy comes back, he's like, couldn't believe it. Love the part at the end where Barbie finally realizes that feminism's cancer. And then she finds out that Ken's a high-value alpha that deserves to be treated right. And Ken deserves bitches because he's the man. And he should have dinner prepared for him. And you thought that was crazy. I couldn't imagine the second half where she takes down the deep state. And then Barbie exposes the Clintons. And then instead of credits, it was just passages from the Fountainhead. So I love the movie. Obviously, Barbie's gonna be about a girl who's really awesome, but doesn't realize how awesome she really is because of men. And then at the end of the movie, she does realize it. Spoiler alert, it was really fucking awesome. That's obviously. And by the way, you kind of want it to be shit because you're doing this as a favor with your chick, right? So you want it to be garbage so you can be like pretty big favor, right? I sat through that piece of shit. So when you're trying to take her to Oppenheimer and she don't want to go, you can be like, I just watched Ken get cucked for fucking 3 hours. Like, you know what I mean? A man with literally no penis and balls. That's what I watched. You can sit through Expendables 45. Is there anyone here that got like fired from, job? What happened?
I called her a girl. I said, why does she get to pick the music? And she went by he, they.
Oh. Yo, Portland's as advertised. That's like something that like Fox News would say, like, and you go, no, it can't be actually like that. If you even say the word girl, they put you in jail, and you're like, no, really? What did you work at in Portland?
It's just a pizza place.
Oh. So you work at a pizza place, and you go, why does she always get to pick the music?
Yeah.
And their jaws must drop to the floor, right? They couldn't fathom. They were like, oh my God. I didn't realize that Nazi was working at the store. Like, the guy's puking, like, I can't believe what I heard. I'm gonna be sick. I need, the entire staff had to take 3 personal health days after that. Did they fire you on the spot? His boss came up to him and he goes, listen, man, you can't do that. And you go, man, and he gets fired. Then his boss comes out, it's like, bro, that's just eventually, until it's just one computer making pizzas. Just one Portland computer with a weird top hat. A top hat on a computer, just cooking pies, gender neutral pies. Did you get a severance package or anything like that? They kicked you right out the door. You probably said it and you're like, well, why does she get to pick the music? They go, boof, and then this trap door just fucking slides out. You just land on a Confederate flag. They take pictures of you. Next thing, it's like, I just got deleted Facebook. What the fuck's going on? Your Instagram's disappearing, but my PayPal disappeared. Oh my God, no. Hello? Yeah, Bank of America? Both accounts are getting closed? I thought, and then you turn into Roseanne, I thought it was a girl. I couldn't tell.
This next comedian, he's the other host of the Fucking Alex podcast. Please put your hands together for Ryan Long!
Antifa in Toronto. It's my mom, she comes. I went to a Leaf game the other day, and the kiss cam is not nearly long enough for me to come. Just getting started, they switch the couple. You're like, who are these two? Give them a backstory. Ernie's talking about Uber. Yesterday I took an Uber and the Uber driver farted in the cab and then turned up the music. I don't know if he's trying to cover the smell with the sound. Or he's like, oh, if you heard that one, this next one is really gonna bring down the house. Toronto. JJ's been pretty gay. Is there any gay people here? Just you? Couple, and then the rest of us are going to heaven. Now my brother's actually gay, or sorry, he was gay. We killed him for the Lord. No, he is gay, no, because I had sex with him. What a fag! Okay, my family hates when I do comedy. We did disown him though, because he's black. Not my brother, just a brother. Just a guy. You know who loved the gay pride parade is TD Bank. Oh my God. TD Bank's new slogan is like, suck a dick, TD. If I come out of the closet, I'm telling my bank first and foremost. TD, I'm gay. We love that. Oh, we put the fun in hedge funds. Rainbow interest rates. Corporations are all about all that shit right now. We know there's 72 genders, but there's only one refreshing beverage, Coke. The best one I saw recently, it was on Facebook and it was an ad. It was like, it's okay for men to experiment. These are the questions we're asking. Axe body spray. And I'm like, Axe body spray. A year ago, their slogan was like, fuck her, she's probably awake. Oh, she's only 15? La, 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 la. Axe body spray. The fuck does Axe think their demo is? Shawarma shop owners, lacrosse players, and my stepdad. It's a weird time for all that shit. Like right now, like dudes and frats, like those guys are done. Right? Like, what's up, I'm Corey? Like it's over. I'm so, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck this girl. Everyone's like, you mean she liberated herself? You piece of shit. Which I never brag about. I always brag about the opposite of sex. I'm like, 30 seconds, didn't break a sweat. You know what it is. My girl's like, can we do more than one position? I'm like, oh, you a freak, huh? My main move is 30 seconds in, whispering into my girl's ear, the end is near. Winter is coming. No, I'm very southern and apologetic. She's like, why'd you come so quick? And I'm like, I do apologize, you are just too beautiful. She's like, can you get hard and fuck again? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to overdose on the beauty. Mother taught me gluttony's a cardinal sin. I must be sleeping now. Your Uber awaits you. I remember I lived with this dude when I was in college and he came out one night and he's like, oh fuck, this girl so good she was walking funny. And then it turned out that he just fingered her. So he must have done such a shitty job. Ah! Jesus Christ, Corey! Told you to take the rings off! That's not even impressive. You fucked a girl so good she walking funny? What would be impressive if a girl walked funny then you fucked her so good now she walks normal? She started in a wheelchair. And the dick was so good, she's like, well, I can walk again! I'm like, that's the magic stick. I grew up in a white family, recommend that. Now, family doesn't matter as much for white people. Like, when I was growing up, both my parents got divorced, now they just have new families, and I'm not part of either of them. Like, I just come home, there's a new stepsister, like, who's this guy? I was an original member! The fuck are you? Okay, in a black family, you're more likely to get beat up, and in a white family, you're way more likely to get molested. Statistically, someone's uncle in this room did some work. Like in a black family, you get licked, in a white family, you get licked. White uncles. That's why when I was 12, I actually molested my uncle just to beat him to the punch. One for the nephews! Nephews are making a comeback. Take that, Uncle Fred! He was a quadriplegic. But after he got this dick, he could walk again! You know who runs the family in the White household is the dog. In my family, my dog used to put peanut butter in his dick and make me lick it off. It wasn't even sexual for him, it was a power thing. He knows I'm allergic to peanut butter. You missed a spot? And I'm like, sorry, sir. White people are in a bit of a timeout right now. White people can't even participate with other races or being racist against each other. Like the other day, my Indian friend was like, this Asian dude just crashed into my car and that's hilarious, right? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. You guys talk amongst yourselves here. Don't want no trouble with no blogs. I'm allowed to say this stuff. I'm mixed race. I'm half Irish, half English. When I did my Ancestry.com, it just came back 100%. I'm so white, when I did my test, they didn't even give me a test. Two guys in hoods just came out and said, your blood is pure. Only you could defeat the uprising. I don't want any trouble. You're the whitest person we've ever seen. And I was like, redheads are whiter? Redheads are not people. Ancestry.com said that. Can you believe that? Any religious people here? Yeah, a couple. The rest have curfew. I haven't read the Bible or the Quran or the Jew Quran. I just know that every religion hates gay people and loves hats. Whatever religion you are, when you die, God's gonna be straight as fuck with a huge hat, fingering a girl. Kid Rock, basically. My name is God! Love hats, though. The Sikhs have had, the Jews have had, the Asians wear the Jew hat but over their mouth. Controlling the airflow, controlling the banks. Muslims have a hat and the girls have a less cool hat. I've never worn a burqa personally, but once I did go tanning naked with just the goggles, and I assume it feels the exact opposite of that. I don't know if I'd want to date a girl if her like ex-boyfriend was an extremist Muslim dude before me, just because they're like way better at eating out girls. There we go. There it is. Now I hope you die and God's just gay as fuck. Like, welcome to heaven! Did not see that coming. What's up, ladies? I got a girlfriend right now, so I hate women. Because when you're single, you're like, women are the best. In a relationship, you're like, these are psychopaths. My girl will literally be like, who the fuck is Nicole? You'd be like, that is your name? Text from you also asking who Nicole is. It's crazy. I'm always like, women, you're not this crazy with your boss at work, so don't be this crazy with your boss at home. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's 72 genders now, which means men are better than 71 genders. Boys. My girl doesn't pay for shit. On a date. I think, are you guys on a date? What are you, 50-50 money-wise? No? I'd kill for 60-40, that's a dream. I think girls should pay a little bit less just because they have to pay for makeup to cover their ugly faces. Well, because God made men's faces perfect. And women have to finish the job. No, okay, joke aside, I know women are on the come up and men are on the come down. I'm aware of that. But there's certain shit women are never gonna beat men at. Like, women are never gonna beat men's numbers at kidnappings and murders. We're the John Cenas of kidnappings and murders. School shootings, all men, all day. Just think, you never turn on the TV and it's like, 13-year-old Stacy just shot up her high school. Look at women. That's because if women wanted to shoot up a school, they'd be like, which one? Oh, I can't decide. Chloroforming people in a park, that's a man every time. You never hear about the maxi pad bandit. Chloroforming dudes with their maxi pad. No chloroform, just the normal smell. Dragging the guy back to a cage in her basement. The guy's like, I'm hungry, and she's like, you can have pussy again! You guys were okay with the maxi pad bandit. The only thing girls have monopoly on is drowning their own kids. Not because they're mean, just that bad at driving. Kids were going to the bank, took a wrong turn, glug, glug, glug. And you guys are okay with Maxi Pad. Listen, by the way, I will always have sex with my girl in her period, but I always run outside naked with the blood on my dick screaming, I just killed my cat! I'm Ryan Long, peace!
Ryan Long, everybody. Keep it going for him.
Recently my girl was like, we should get tested, and I was like, we've been together a year and a half, like you have it. This is the same person that when we first started dating, she was like, just so you know, I can't get pregnant, and I was like, sick, like whatever. But then 6 months in, I was like, wait, why can't you get pregnant? She was like, well, I just assumed because I've never been pregnant. And I go, what? The fuck? Coming inside this person. And by the way, we did get tested, and the most fucked up thing, so the place called me back, they're like, you guys need to come in again because we spilled your pee sample. What? She goes, don't worry, it happens all the time. I'm like, all the time? Tell me some science shit. Not like we got the clumsiest doctors transporting the pee. Comes back drenched like, well, it happened again. Who told you to stop wearing the rollerblades? I don't know, do we go back to condoms? You wear condoms? For sure. Ladies? Girls have to at least pretend they want to wear a condom or else it's suspicious. Right? Like you can be like, I don't want to wear, if you're like, I'm going to put a condom on, the girl's like, no, no, no. You're like, what the fuck are you up to? I need the nectar. Oh, what? Because a girl can like trap a dude, a guy can't trap a girl. Like, ha ha, got you pregnant. You're not going nowhere. She's like, give me $1,000 a month for the rest of your life. You can't trap a girl with a baby. If you want to trap a girl, you have to do it slowly and methodically. Bring her away from her friends. Make her dependent on you financially. Hit the wall behind her head, sort of hard. Scare her a little bit. I had to convince my girlfriend to stop wearing makeup. Pimp her out for money. If you want to be that person, I'm not saying it's me. No, my girl's a little crazy. She'll grab my phone and be like, who the fuck is Nicole? You'd be like, that's you. You're like, yeah, she'll grab my phone, who the fuck is Nicole? And you'd be like, that is your name. Text from you also asking who Nicole is. The other day, a hot girl was walking by. Like, we look crazy, but in different. But like the other day, a hot girl was walking by. But my girl goes, "You better not think that girl's hot." And I'm like, "You need me to not think another girl's hot? How dead inside do you need a guy?" Then his friends are like, "That girl's hot, right?" And I'm like, "I can't tell anymore." Check out those titties. Titties? Is that something we as a male species value? Shit never ends for a dude. Doesn't matter how old. I was on set, this guy was 90 years old, and he goes to me, he goes, "Hey, check out that girl's ass." And I was like, oh, still? I thought that ended at some point. But it doesn't. Guys have been like 95, about to die, still just like, okay, where's the pussy at? You never see a 95-year-old woman like, where's the dick at? Grandma's hungry. Oh, someone's grandma. Black guy knows. He's like, oh, I found a couple. I don't give a fuck. I'll fuck a 9-year-old woman. I don't give a shit. She's got an oxygen tank to breathe. If anything, during sex, she asks you to choke her, you just turn down the oxygen. It's the only way she can come.
When I first started dating my ex, she was like, "Oh, my boyfriend before you was a wrestler," and I was like, "What?" Which one? She goes, it doesn't matter. I go, it matters a little bit. Is it Doink the Clown? Is it Rikishi? John Cena. Is that your ex? Like, is he still into you? Are we gonna be hanging out? Your phone's going off? Oh, it's just my ex-boyfriend, The Undertaker. Am I trying to get hard knowing The Undertaker's got unfinished business? Start taking off my girl's clothes and the lights just go out. Boom! Boom! He's in the building! Look up, my girl's eyes are rolling back in her head. Undertaker standing in the doorway in a thunderstorm with my nuts in his urn. No thanks. But then I found out it was like an underground wrestler, so super lame. You guys ever been basically this, but wrestling? They don't even give good speeches. Like the one guy won, they hand him the belt, and he comes up and he goes, "Thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys could, there's a 50-50 raffle. Someone could drive me home, that'd be great."